Right now, as you're just sitting there, an incredible partnership is hard at work inside your body. It's a story about a powerful pump and an amazing filter, working together as the ultimate power couple to keep you going. So let's get into it. Think about it. It seems so simple, right? You're thirsty, so you drink some water, but what happens next is this whole complex, fascinating journey. And yeah, that sudden feeling of, uh-oh, gotta find a bathroom, that's just the very last scene of a much, much bigger story playing out inside of you. And the main characters in this story? A muscle about the size of your fist and a couple of bean-shaped organs. We're talking about your heart and your kidneys. One's the relentless engine. The other is the master purification plant. And believe me, they are one of the most critical teams in your entire body. Okay, so let's start in the engine room. We're talking about the heart. It's just a muscle, only about the size of your fist, but it is the absolute powerhouse that kicks this whole process off. Get this, every single minute of every day, your heart pumps about 5 quarts of blood. 5 quarts. That's pretty much all the blood you have in your body, making a full circuit in just 60 seconds. That is just wild. And how does it move all that blood? Well, it beats around 100,000 times in a single day. 100,000. It's this non-stop rhythm that just keeps going. It never gets a day off. And if we zoom out even further, that comes out to about 35 million beats in 1 year. The sheer amount of work this one little muscle does is staggering. It's the definition of an endurance athlete. So, how does it all work? Well, the heart is basically this genius two-sided pump. The right side takes in all the used-up, oxygen-poor blood that's just come back from its trip around your body. It then shoots that blood over to the lungs for a quick pit stop to get refueled with oxygen. After that, the fresh, oxygen-rich blood zips over to the left side, which gives it a huge, powerful push out to every single cell, from your brain all the way down to your toes. All right, so once that freshly oxygenated blood is on its way, it has a really crucial stop to make. It's headed for the body's ultimate recycling and purification plant, the kidneys. Now, if you thought the heart's numbers were impressive, just wait. Your 2 kidneys filter about 180 liters of blood every 24 hours. Now, since you only have about 5 or 6 liters of blood in your whole body, that means your entire blood supply gets a full, deep clean more than 30 times a day. The secret to this incredible filtration power? It's not magic. It's just a matter of numbers. Each of your kidneys is jam-packed with about 1 million microscopic filtering units called nephrons. And these little guys are the real workhorses doing all the moment-to-moment cleaning. Each one of these nephrons has 2 key parts. First up, you've got the glomerulus. The best way to picture it is like a super high-tech sieve. As blood passes through, it lets all the small, useful stuff, like water, vitamins, and minerals, pass right through. But it holds back the bigger things, like proteins and red blood cells, keeping them in the bloodstream where they belong. The second part is the tubule. Now, this is where things get really clever. Think of this as the smart sensor, or the quality control manager. It checks everything that just came through that sieve and decides what your body actually needs to keep. It's incredibly intelligent, and it reabsorbs the exact amount of water and minerals your body requires, sending it right back into the blood. So what about the stuff that doesn't get reabsorbed? Well, that's the waste. This is where things like urea, which is just a byproduct of breaking down protein, get mixed with any extra water. And from there, it's all sent out of the kidneys and down to the bladder to be removed. But here's the thing. The kidney's job is so much more than just taking out the trash. They're like master chemists, constantly performing this delicate balancing act to keep your whole system perfectly stable. For example, if you drink a lot of water, your kidneys notice it immediately. They say, whoa, too much fluid, and send that extra water straight to the bladder, which results in lighter colored urine. But if you're dehydrated, they do the exact opposite. They go into conservation mode, returning precious water to the bloodstream, which in turn makes your urine darker. It's just an elegant, real-time fluid management system. And they've got other superpowers too. Seriously, your kidneys help activate vitamin D, they release a hormone called renin to help manage your blood pressure, and they release another one called erythropoietin, which tells your body to make more red blood cells. They are true multitaskers. So now let's bring our 2 characters back together again and really see how this amazing partnership creates this unending, life-sustaining loop. It's a really powerful but simple connection. Without that constant pressure from the heart's mighty pump, blood wouldn't have enough force to push its way through those millions of tiny filters in the kidneys. The heart basically provides the oomph the kidneys need to do their job. And the kidneys return the favor. By precisely controlling the amount of fluid in your bloodstream and by releasing hormones that manage blood pressure, they make sure the heart is working in a perfect environment. Not too much fluid, not too little. They keep the pump working as efficiently as possible. And ultimately, this entire partnership supports the most fundamental process of life. The whole point of this system is that continuous exchange of oxygen-rich blood with oxygen-poor blood. That cycle right there is what keeps you alive. The pump and the filter, they aren't just neighbors, they are true partners. It's a perfect symbiotic relationship, a constant feedback loop that runs nonstop, 24/7, without you ever having to even think about it. This incredible internal symphony is playing out inside of you this very moment. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other amazing hidden systems are working tirelessly right now just to keep you going?